up in a big way. I think Dublin...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Geno Smith scored, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense, not so much by the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. And that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K.J. Wright, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. It's taken to the 26. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find it.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on it.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. Here's Wilson. Steps away. And that will be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
54, right there, 54.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Gotta do better.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, and this one complete to Seth Roberts. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
You know I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
I know the scoreboard says here, but for all those who are playing fantasy football, their score...
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And some room to maneuver.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett 27 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add